video. This one is a little different and, you know, out of the norm that we usually do. This is our first time doing a ranking sort of list here. And we're actually shooting this live. It won't be broadcasted live, but it is one take, no edits or anything like that. Yeah, so you saw the title. We're going to be covering the top 25 independent wrestlers that we saw live in 2025. So, yeah, major emphasis on that part. If we didn't see that person live, they're not going to be on this list. I know there's plenty of great talent out there that didn't make this list just because we did not get a chance to see them in person. I think saw about 6 or 7 shows. That's actually down from last year, probably by a few for whatever reason. So here we go. Top 25 independent wrestlers we saw live in 2025. This is going to be part 1. So we're just going to cover 25 down to 11. And then a week from now, December 8th, we're going to drop the final 10 through 1. So here we go, 25 down to 11. Let's get it. Coming in at number 25. Let's see here. Using the green screen feature on live for the first time, so bear with me here. I'm trying to tap any of these early ones and give it away for you folks. All right. Let me see if I can. All right. So he wrestles primarily out of Three Legacies Wrestling, also can be seen at SWO, primarily in central Pennsylvania area. This is number 25, Just Jay, and we're going to keep these brief, 25 down to 11. We'll do a little bit of a deeper dive on the people number 10 through 1. So coming in at number 25, Just Jay, like I said, wrestles primarily under Three Legacies Wrestling in Lancaster. But yeah, young, pretty new, is only in it for, I think, a few years now, but he's great. I've seen him work as a babyface. I've seen him work as a heel. He has great in-ring psychology. Very intense, very passionate. His nickname is the Red Rose Prince and the Passionate Protagonist. So passionate, of course, right there in the name. Number 25, Just Jay. Let's move on. Okay, right there, number 24, Bill Bain. So Bill Bain was Three Legacies heavyweight champ for quite a while. 99% of the time, I've seen him as a heel. I don't think I've actually ever seen him as a babyface. So 100% of the time, probably worked maybe as a babyface at some point in his career. I've only seen him as a heel. He's big, he's mean, he's nasty. He made for a good heel moment for Three Legacies, a good championship moment where he was the former Red Rose Rumble winner, cashed in on Zoe Cannon. That was last year, though. But for this year, still maintains some status there. A top heel for Three Legacies. That is number 24, Bill Bain. Let's move on here. Number 23. We got our first tag team. So I guess technically this list is a top 27 because there are 2 teams on this entire list. Number 23 is Nolan Pierce and Mark Alexander. They make up the team. Counter-Strike, I think both these guys are from Connecticut. I've seen them wrestle at PPW in Slatington, Pennsylvania. They recently became PPW tag team champions. I know they've held gold in another promotion, Test of Strength. I think that's a Connecticut promotion. But yeah, super young, intense, hungry, and they just keep getting better. Great in the ring. Indies are a little tough to judge, you know, on the mic because they don't get a lot of mic time. In general, that goes for every indie wrestler. But yeah, our first tag team on the list. First of 2 tag teams on the list. Nolan Pierce, Mark Alexander, Counter-Strike, coming in at number 23. Let's move on. Number 22. All right, that's going to be a little tough to see, so I'm going to have to move for that one. But number 22 is Smiley. He is a lucha guy. I've seen him at Three Legacies just a bunch. he is a big fan favorite. He's great with the kids, everything like that. He wears different masks, depending how he's feeling. And yeah, very good in the ring. A little bit of a bigger guy, but moves like a cruiserweight. And yeah, great crowd connection and just very talented overall. Again, a little hard to judge the indie guys with the on the mic stuff. So yeah, number 22, Smiley. Alrighty, coming in at number 21. The first of two females on this list, that is Emily J. I got to see her, I think about a month or two, no, it was last month, down in Jersey for Gremlin House Wrestling. I was only able to see her one time so far. Great. Played the baby face. She went against Hollywood Hilly J in that match. Big pop, big ovation from the crowd. Her crowd connection, very solid. And her in-ring skill is very good as well. So first of two ladies on this top 25 list, coming in at number 21, Emily J. And number 20, we got our guy, great friend in general. We know this man, Naeem the Dream Brooks, personally, as well as professionally. I've seen him wrestle a bunch of times. I've seen him at PPW, Gremlin House Wrestling, Three Legacies. I know he's been a couple other places, but he is primarily with Three Legacies Wrestling in Lancaster. Sorry, I'm changing my lighting here. Okay. Naeem the Dream Brooks, I mean, he is sensational. I think the ceiling for this guy is seemingly limitless. Very good in the ring. He comes from that amateur wrestling background. Yeah, he's fairly new to the game. I think he's only been in for about 2 years, going on 3 now. Naeem the Dream Brooks, he is amazing with the fans. He makes sure to connect with them every time I've seen him live. Yeah, Naeem the Dream Brooks, amazing in the ring, great crowd connection. I think he's still working on some of the character, persona stuff, but right now very much a kind of green, purely babyface. Yeah, Naeem the Dream Brooks is number 20. Coming in at number 19, that man right there, Bro Keller, former Three Legacies heavyweight champ. He was their first ever champ. He won the Red Rose Rumble 1. This was 2 years ago, but still very much fan favorite there with Three Legacies. He used to be, I think he's maybe from Maryland, and used to wrestle with MCW, now primarily with Three Legacies. I've seen him at PPW as well. Great physique, great look. His in-ring is sensational. I've seen him and another guy on this list we'll get to later replicate the Ricochet and Logan Paul spot from the Rumble a couple years ago. Both bounce off the ropes, smack into each other. Yeah, great with the fans, of course, kids, everybody like that. Very much a baby face. He's pretty experienced as far as indies go. I think he's had a couple dark matches. I know with AEW, not sure with WWE, but yeah, number 19, All Energy, Bro Keller. Let's move on. Number 18, Sami Chaos. So she is the current PPW Women's Champ. Right there, you can see the. I think she has multiple belts, but I think she's from New York. I've seen her at PPW a handful of times. She's awesome. She's one of those that's a tough, gritty looking female. Has great size and stature. I think she probably started out as a heel and won the fans over organically. Is kind of babyface, but she plays that tweener role very well. Yeah, number 18, Sami Chaos, and she's actually our final and top female on this list for top 25 independent wrestlers we've seen this year. Number 18, Sami Chaos. Let's move on. Number 17. Right there we go. Number 17, Rembrandt, former PPW heavyweight champ, actually just lost this year. So he's been champ there for, his title reign was pretty lengthy, pretty sure there for PPW. We've seen him several times at PPW. He's a great heel. He has great expression with his face. He's very good in the ring. The persona is sort of just kind of like arrogant guy type of thing. Again, tough to judge Mike's skills on the indie scene, but yeah, very good facial expression, very good in the ring, and good heel work. So Rembrandt, number 17. And coming in at number 16, just barely edging out Rembrandt, is the Tarzanian Devil, Tarzan Duran. This guy's awesome. He's another one where if you saw him and you watch him wrestle, aesthetically very much looks like a heel, but a lot of people love him. He gets cheered, he gets booed. That kind of tweener role is, I think, some of the best wrestlers of all time. So yeah, number 16, Tarzan Duran. Yeah, you can see him right there. He is smoking something right there. He's pretty small, but he moves very well. He's that kind of lucha style, but he's gritty. He hits hard in general, not just for his size. Yeah, number 16, Tarzan Duran. Coming in at number 15, right here. Look at all those championships. South Philly's finest. We got Jimmy Conway, Luca Brasi. They've been champs in pretty much every regional promotion you can name, Pennsylvania and surrounding states alike. They actually just very, very recently lost their Three Legacies Tag Team Championships last night in real time. It'll be 2 days ago by the time this comes out tomorrow. But yeah, those two, crazy strong connection with the fans. They come out with they do the LeBron with the baby powder, very Italian character work. They play into all that. They come out, they weigh a truckload of gabagool, just super entertaining. I'd say Jimmy is a little bit more, I think, thorough with some of the character stuff. Both very good in the ring, and just in general. So that's our second and last tag team. They come in at the highest tag team spot on this list, number 15 overall. South Philly's finest. Yeah, let's move on. Number 14. Number 14 is none other than the one of one Al Snook. If you haven't seen it, go check out our video. We spent a day in the life, 24 hours with this man. He's awesome. He's one of those that is pretty new as well. Great heel character work, but he gets cheered also. A big part of the criteria for this list is big moments. So it's not just about the persona, look, or in-ring talent. Big moments this year, 2025. Two of them for Al Snook. Back in, I think it was May, he won a number one contenders fatal four-way that featured Miles Hawkins, Bro Keller, who we just saw, and NWA's powerhouse Spencer Slade. Al Snook won that fatal four-way to become number one contender for Three Legacies Legacy Championship, kind of their mid-tier singles title. They have their heavyweight title, and this slightly below it, their Three Legacies Legacy Championship. Al Snook right there, he secured that at Red Rose Rumble 3 back in September of this year. So a couple big moments for him this year. That's why he comes in so highly. Good look, very good in the ring. He has a nasty spear that he does. I like his spear when his opponent's on the apron. He'll spear him and fall into the ring. So a little bit new kind of twist on that. That I love when he does it. So the one of one Al Snook comes in. Very respectable, number 14. Alrighty, number 13. We have Chris Slade. I've got to see him a handful of times. I think just once this year, though, but he put on a very good match with somebody that's a little higher on our list that we'll get to next time around, but very good look. I've seen him, kind of babyface and heel-ish. I'm not sure. His persona is just kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like Mortal Kombat character-ish. Obviously, very great look, but what stands out for me mostly with Chris Slade is his in-ring stuff is just incredible. He can do pretty much anything you need him to as far as in-the-ring ability goes. That's why he is ranked so highly here. Number 13, Chris Slade, phenomenal in-ring talent. And at number 12, we have Dustin Waller. Super good in the ring. I've seen him a couple times this year, either 2 or 3 times this year alone. I've seen him a handful of times in the past. Dustin Waller, great look, great in the ring, great kind of cocky, arrogant in that heel role. Yeah, super fast. I think his nickname is like Lightning or something like that, but he's very good in general. He can kind of check all the boxes that you need. I imagine he could play a babyface somewhere. I could see a crowd getting behind him. I think I've only seen him kind of work as a heel, but great kind of snobby attitude. He'll, interact with the fans and everything like that. So between that and his in-ring ability and the look, obviously, coming in number 12, Dustin Waller. Now, number 11 and the final person on this particular video. We're covered number 25 all the way down to 12, and the last one on this list, number 11. Let me know if this guy's familiar to you at all. Great, big social media following. This is Tommy Invincible. I had the privilege of seeing him just one time this year, but his connection with the crowd is top tier. Interesting look there, but he's very good in the ring. But yeah, his crowd connection, I think, is really what sets him above a lot of other people, relatively speaking, in that indie scene. Yeah, social media presence, he's always interacting with people, great with the kids, just great with the fans in general, and his in-ring stuff is high quality as well. So that wraps it up for this video. We got to see number 25 all the way down to 11, and next week, December 8th, we're going to drop numbers 10 all the way through number 1. So we had 2 tag teams on the list, 2 ladies, and the rest singles, individual guys on the scene. So yeah, this list, again, I want to, emphasize that it is only wrestlers we had the chance of seeing live in person throughout the year. Like I said, I got to see a handful of shows, probably not quite as many as I've seen the previous years, but I wanted to make this video, first of its kind, for the Championship Harvest channel. Just our own little ranking system. Obviously, wrestling is subjective, and that's one of the best things about it. It's practically art. But yeah, so 25 through 11, number 11, Tommy Invincible, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on bell notifications so you don't miss anything. The next video we'll be dropping is going to be, like I said, next week, this same time, December 8th, we're going to drop numbers 10 through 1, so make sure you check that out. Let me know your thoughts. Drop a comment. Who do you think? Did I get anything wrong? Should somebody be higher? Did I miss somebody in general so far? But yeah, that's all I got for you. 25 through 11, number 11, Tommy Invincible. And stay tuned next week. We'll be dropping numbers 10 through 1. Appreciate you guys.